Oh, hey guys. Didn't see you there. Well, now that you have me here in your attention, I want to welcome you back to another episode of Padepokan Kitchen. Woo! Today, as you can see on the table, there's not a lot of ingredients because there aren't a lot of ingredients. Today, we're gonna be making something super delicious and super simple. Basically, it's good and not a lot of fuss because we're using an ingredient that already has a lot of flavor and deliciousness. This is ini Kerang Cabai from @dikunyahin. Just there's an Instagram gonna be here. Yeah, you can follow them and order it yourself. This is really good. I can eat a whole jar of this in one day. It's not good for your health if you eat the whole thing in one day, but it's good for your tongue. So buy it, eat it. And if you buy it, then you can make this recipe too. Because this is what I make whenever I have this. I do this at home. So yeah, what we're gonna make is some Fetuccini Kerang Cabai. Which basically, if you've watched the previous episode, is kind of like the aglio olio, except instead of chicken. And yeah, instead of chicken, we're gonna be using this flavor bomb, the Kerang Cabai. You can see here, this one. This is what it looks like. Yeah, I'm slapping the flavor, so it's more intense, you know. Yeah, totally, it works. So first step, here we have a pot of water. You can't see the water, but it's right here. And we're gonna, heat it up. So just turn on the gas. Turn on. And when it's for boiling pasta, so when you boil pasta, you want a lot of salt. You want the water to taste like seawater. So like, maybe about like a half a tablespoon maybe? Maybe a bit more. Yeah. Just gonna let that boil. Stir it a little bit just to get the salt mixed in. And cover it to let it boil. Now, what next? Considering we only have a little bit of ingredients here. So in the Kerang Cabai, there's already like a bunch of garlic, chili, shallot, a lot of things. But if you cook it this way, in like mixed with pasta and stuff, there's gonna be a chance that the flavors get a little bit diluted. So I'm adding a bit more garlic and chili. See, you see this here? This is just normal garlic and bird's eye chili or cabai rawit, just for an added spice. And add it like a flavor bomb in your mouth. So we're gonna start with chopping the garlic. Well, not really chopping. Since this is like an aglio olio, you wanna slice it thinly. If you're not comfortable with slicing it thinly, or you don't really have the like the skills to do that yet, don't worry, you'll learn. Just do it slowly, or you can just chop it. I'm gonna try to slice it. Okay, make sure all the roots are off so you don't get any weird chewy bits when you cook this, and just start slicing. I'm gonna move this here. So yeah, so this is about 3 cloves of garlic. You can add less if you're not much of a garlic fiend like I am. Or if you already find the Kerang Cabai like flavorful enough, you don't even have to add this stuff, but I just want to. Just to add an extra kick. last clove, just slice it. Okay, now that your garlic is sliced, move on to your chilies. Yeah, again, this is just my preference. You don't have to add the chilies if this is already if this is already like spicy enough for you. But you know, I love spice, so I'm just gonna add more. You want to slice it as thin as possible so that like it can, I guess, sort of mix through the fettuccine more easily, and so that you don't accidentally get like big chunks of chili in your mouth and then it's like burning up inside. Slicing it thinly ensures that there's a more even spice. Okay, that's our prep done. Let's check on the water for a bit first. Okay, it's starting to boil. Just leave that alone for a little bit. While we heat up some oil on your frying pan. Just like maybe like 2 tablespoons. And this just so that the garlic and chili can infuse into it. Okay, just put on a low heat. Oh no, okay, it turned off. There you go, that's a low heat. Good job, Dino. Yeah, remember guys, when you cook, celebrate the little victories so that, you know, it's fun. Okay, I think the water is already boiling. So I'm gonna put in the fettuccine. You can use any kind of pasta you want. I chose fettuccine. Fettuccine, you see here? There you go. Just gonna cut it open. Get maybe like a third or half of this pack. I'm gonna go for this much. Oh no, it fell. And I think we should add more, guys. Don't be stingy with your pasta. Yeah, okay, I think this should be enough. Because remember, it is going to expand. So just once the bottom gets like soft, you just want to sort of twirl it inside so that the whole thing is inside the pot. So it cooks evenly. And remember, when you boil pasta, all you need is water and salt. You don't need to add oil, because if you add oil into the pasta water, there's a higher chance that the sauce will not stick to it. So if you want like a nice pasta with a nice sauce all throughout, just add a lot of salt into the water. You know what? That pasta looks like it's not going to be enough. We're just going to add more. See, cooking is all about adapting. If you don't get it right the first time and you notice it midway through cooking, just adjust it. Yeah, that should be enough now. Just gonna wait until this part gets soft. So you're gonna screw it up, screw it up, screw it up, okay. So we're just gonna leave that fettuccine to boil for like Just follow the packet instructions. Says like around 8 to 12 minutes. I'm just gonna tie this up with a rubber band so that you can save it for later. Oh shit, it's already hot. This pan's hot already. Now we're gonna add in our garlic and chili. Ooh. Yep, you don't really want to hear a sizzle straight away because we just want to infuse it with oil. Infuse the oil with the garlic and the chili. Okay, this may not be enough. Just add a little bit more oil. If you're like, oh my god, Dino, that's a lot of oil. That's because it is. So it's important to choose like I guess a neutral oil, one that doesn't really have any flavor. Like just normal cooking oil or like, yeah, corn oil, stuff like that. You could use olive oil, but like, just be careful with the amount you use because A, it already has its own olivey flavor to it, and B, it's expensive. You don't want to use too much of your olive oil in one go. So now we're gonna add a bit of salt into the garlic and chili just to give it some extra flavor. Because you know, when you cook, you gotta add seasoning every step of the way so that you're building flavors. You're building it. Now you smell that? You smell the garlic and the chili? You smell it, don't you? This only if you're cooking alongside me, if you, like cooking along with the video. If you're not cooking along with the video, then you won't smell anything. Because we haven't invented smell-o-vision technology yet. Not yet. Yep, you just want to let it infuse. See, it's important to go on a low heat because you don't want the garlic to brown that much, I guess, before adding all the pasta and all the water. Just want to like use your tongs to sort of mix your fettuccine around so that it doesn't stick to each other. Yeah, you want them to be friendly with each other, but you don't want it to stick because at that point the sauce can't really go through. Now just cook the garlic and the chili until the garlic is somewhat translucent. Do you smell it? Yeah, once it gets rid of that raw garlic smell, that's where it's done. Now while we wait, now it's time to prep the main ingredient, this. Yeah. You can get it on Instagram, you can order it, easy. So to prep this ingredient, there's two things you have to do, okay? Just two things. Open the jar. Oh, one thing, open the jar. Yeah. Yeah, for that much pasta, we probably need around maybe like half of this. Or let's go with a full one, just for extra flavor, you know? Ooh, I can smell this. It's gonna be good. I think it should be about, this garlic is already quite translucent. Now what you want to do is add this. Just get a spoon and spoon it out. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we should add more. Yeah. That's all about almost a jar. Then you can save this, you can just eat it with rice or something, or and an egg. It's really good. You just want to like mix it together. You're now looking at the amount there actually is in the pan. I feel like we should add more. Add the whole jar. Yeah. Since it is already seasoned, you don't have to add any more seasonings. Yeah, you know what? I'm just sorry guys. I'm gonna add the whole jar. Yeah. Try and stop me. You can't. You're on the other side of the screen. What are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do? Come here. Because if you come here, you can actually taste the dish. Yeah, there you go. Just add the whole jar. For flavor. Flavor is good. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I mean, of course, when you're cooking, first, you may be afraid. You may even be petrified. But, you know, once you get the hang of it, just know you will survive. Yes, at this point, this is already cooked, so you're sort of just heating it through. So just maintain the low heat. You don't want it to like lose its moisture or overcook the kerang or clams, I guess. Just let it be. In the words of the Beatles, just let it be. Maybe center it more. Okay, good. Maybe we could turn the heat up a little bit, you know. Ooh, it smells really good. See, if you want, you could toss it like this. Ooh, that's a bit messy. That's because there's moisture and juices from the clams. Okay. Just gonna let that heat up while we check on our fettuccine. Okay, that seems like it could be done. I'm just gonna get one little strand and try it. Let's put it on the board. Let's put it on the board. Let's taste it. Okay. Remember, if it's hot, blow on it. If not, you're gonna burn your tongue. Okay, it's getting there. Just leave it for a bit longer. Maybe give the pasta like two more minutes. I should have set a timer so I can actually tell you how long it's been in there, but just follow the packet instructions. Should be fine. I mean, they mass produce this stuff. They know what they're doing. It smells good, like clams. I wonder why. Okay, just gonna put this cover aside. We don't need it anymore. Just gonna clean up. Oop, 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 oop. And we should be ready to assemble like the Avengers. So the pasta should be done by now. Just turn off the heat on that. Boop. And no, this is hot. Like the handles are hot. So what I do is I just move the pan closer. First I'm gonna put this aside so it doesn't flail around. just gonna do this. Oh, I'm right-handed. It's okay if some pasta water gets through. Okay, that's all the pasta. Just want to mix it. If it's looking a little dry, just add some of the pasta water. That's why you don't drain the pasta, you just... Well, technically I'm draining it, but like, don't throw away the pasta water. That's good stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add some here, just to make a nice saucy consistency, because pasta water is filled with all the starch from boiling the pasta and all the salt, so it's also a seasoning as well. Just mix it up. That smells good. Okay, just give it a last taste for seasoning. Just gonna get a fork. Get a little bit of that. Or the fettuccine. Ah, that's hot. I think we should add a bit more pasta water. So that the oils emulsify into a sauce. Yeah, if you don't like spice that much, or like you can't really handle a lot of it, don't add the extra chilies. This is for those who love the spice, like me. You see? Look at it. Just look how it shakes and shimmies. You want to make your pasta dance. Okay, now just one final taste test after we added more pasta water. See if we need to add salt. That's done. See how fast and simple that was? You could technically do this in like a span of 15 minutes while the pasta is boiling. You chop your ingredients, you mix this stuff up, you cook it, and then you add the pasta, and that's done, baby. This may be the shortest episode of This may be the shortest episode of Padepokan Kitchen ever in the 5,000 years of history of this show. Yeah. So that's that. That was my fettuccine aglio olio kerang cabai. Yeah, we'll go with that. Fettuccine kerang cabai, or chili clam in English. So yeah, thank you for watching. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this was potentially also the cheapest stuff that we've made, because One jar of this is 75 tau. This was 19 tau. Chili and garlic, cheap as well. In total, probably under 100K. So yeah, and this can serve about 3 to 4 people. There, under 100K for 4 people. I call that a win. So I hope you guys check out Dikunyahin on Instagram and order this Kerang Cabai also, because I have to tell you, it's delicious. And I hope you guys try this recipe. And if you do, keep me in your heart. Keep me in your heart as you make this recipe, because, you know, I do this for the fans. So thanks for watching. That was my Fetuccini Kerang Cabai. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you try this and enjoy the recipe. So thank you very much. I'll see you next time on another episode of Padepokan Kitchen. Yeah. Until next time, guys. See ya.